So what's up, people? Welcome to the what's been going on of this week from the 22nd to the 28th of June. Interesting week. This is a week I finally, after 3 weeks of studying full time mostly, I did my AMF exam, which is like a certification I need to pass in order to have my master, because if I don't pass it, you cannot even graduate, which is not good. And I studied for it like I I don't think I've ever studied for an exam as much. Well, probably yes, but it's probably the second or the third exam I've studied the most in my life. I did 10 white exams, 10, which may sound like a lot because one exam is 2 hours. So the white exam is like a real exam. It's the same thing you do in the real exam. It's 120 questions. There's two types of questions. There's like the knowledge of the law and then the application of the law. And you need to have more than 80% in both. So even if you have like 100% in knowledge of the law and then you have like a 78% in the like application of the law, you don't have a certification. You have to do it again. So I studied a lot. I had it on Thursday. Oof, it was tough. And as well, in France here it has been extremely hot right now. No, like right after Saturday, I think it stopped the heat wave. But from like the time I did the exam, the day I did the exam, it was 38 degrees Celsius. That's more than 100 Fahrenheit. So it was around 100 Fahrenheit from Monday to Wednesday. Then the day I did the exam, super, super mega hot. Friday as well, like the day after. And then like on Saturday it started to calm down. But Monday to Wednesday Monday was chill. I worked from home. Nothing weird happened. And then Tuesday I went to the office. I studied, like I did my work and I tried studying a bit. I did like one or two white exams. Then Wednesday came. And then Wednesday, I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I became the procrastination king. Like I couldn't study at all. Like my brain, like it was zero. Like I could not concentrate. Zero, which is bad because the next day I had the exam. So the day before, like I would like to, be a very high, like work out how you work hard. I had a coach, like I played basketball throughout high school, and he said like how you work out is usually how you'll play. So I keep that phrase in mind. So how you usually study, it's usually how you'll do in the exam. So you have to work out like at maximum speed, so when the exam comes or the match comes, you're good. You're very good. Well, I should have, I had that phrase in my mind, but like my brain was, it was full of brain rot. I couldn't. There was this new German song like doo doo doo, like I don't know this song. It's like dun 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 dun. I have no idea, but I was just like I internet cooked my mind. To be fair, I have no idea how many hours of reels. Full procrastination mode. In the morning I did an exam, which is the last exam I've done, the 10th, the white exam, and it was like I had 90 and 93%. So that's very good. Like out of the 10 exams, I've passed a bit more than half, like 6. 4 I haven't passed because it gives you the result right after. So the last one I did the day before the exam, it was the one that went the best. So I was like, I should not jinx it. If I do another one and then like I have like a tiny bit less grade, I will be like, oh no, like now I'm not ready for it. Now I have to redo another one, and then like I start stressing out. So maybe it was a bit that. Maybe it was that. I know I have studied like quite a bit, so maybe like the day before, like my brain just wanted to chill. And then Thursday came. I didn't go to work. I took the day to do the exam. In the morning, I just read because you can see the answers you got bad in the exam. So I just like read over and over. The questions and the answers I didn't have, like I had wrong the first 10 exams that I did. I wrote them down. And those were my, let's say, sort of notes. I didn't read any more of the courses. I didn't read nothing else. I just read that. And then I went to the exam. It was far away. It was in a place I've never been in Paris. It was in a place called Nanterre, which is far away. As I already said, it was like an hour from where I live. It's not in Paris. It's like on the other side. I had to take like, you cannot even take the metro. You have to take like a commuter train to go there. I thought I left early because in my phone it said you have to, like, it's like 1 hour away. So I left 2 hours away. But I didn't get there that early on. Like I got there, like you have to be there half an hour early. I was like, okay, I'll be 1 hour early, so it's like a bit like I have a bit of space. And I got there like just half an hour before. I did the exam. We were a lot. We were around 30 people doing the exam. I didn't know nobody. So it was fun, like just 30 random people and, in a place I've never been at exam, it was interesting. I have classmates that have done the exam. Some have passed it already. But all of them did it in the same town I'm from. So they went and they did it with their friends or colleagues, their classmates. So it was a bit like more of a, let's say, community exam vibes. I was, I'm not from Paris and I did it alone here, without knowing nobody else who did the exam. So that was a bit more interesting. That was it's different, let's say. Then I did the exam. I don't know if I'll have it, but I'm most like I can. You cannot count the chickens before the hitch. I think it went well. Hopefully I have it. Hopefully I have it. I think I studied a lot, and maybe I'll have it. Hopefully, they said they'll give the results next Tuesday, which are like, it's like, whoa, that's it's a bit quick, like. But another buddy that did the exam in my town, not in Paris, he said it took them 3 weeks. So I don't know if they were just like clickbaiting us or like giving us false advertising. I have no idea, but supposedly next week we'll have the grades. Hopefully I pass it. I think if I had to bet, I would say I pass it, but I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say that, oh yeah, for sure I'll have it, and then I don't have it, and then I'll have to do it again in November. Not ideal. That wouldn't be nice. But let's say at least I studied a lot. I gave it a good go, and we'll have the results whenever they come. I have no idea when they come, when they'll be. They said next week, but So like my university, when they give the grades, they're like, oh yeah, this day we'll give them. And then they take like 2 more weeks, so you never know. Oh, yeah, it was. But after that, like the day after, even though like right after I did the exam, I felt free for the first time in, I would say, the whole year. I'm free. I did the thesis, I passed my year, I did the certification. I can come home and not study or not plan the next thing. Like I can just come home and be chill until September. That's when I start my school year again. The last year of my university, which is a bit insane. Wow. Like in September I started last year, supposedly, of my education. Of my university years. That's quick. That's extremely quick. Very quick. So but like I feel free. Like I felt this feeling that I haven't felt in such a long time. I think I haven't felt it since September of last year. I can just come home. I don't have to study for nothing. I don't have a class next week. I don't have nothing. Well, of course I have the internship, but that's I don't need to study for the internship. I don't need to come home and stress about it. I can just go and work there, in the morning the next day. I don't have to plan. Like I can just, it's like a chilling vibe. It's a peace. feeling of peace I haven't felt in such a long time. And then yeah, but it was so hot as well. It was extremely hot. The day after the exam, I went out with Nelma. We went to the center, and we had to go like to all the freaking like stores just for the AC. Like we were getting in the stores for the AC. That's how bad the weather was. Like the heat wave was. And then we ran. First time we ever ran together. We ran on Friday. This is another thing. We ran Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We ran 3 days in a row. We've never run before, like together in our lives, and then we ran together 3 days in a row, which was very fun. Sunday I ran like quite well. Like I put on like the running glasses. The other 2 days I was like chilling. Sunday I was running hardcore, and yeah, the weekend we just chilled, mostly chilled, and then Sunday. I have a thing with like Picasso. I've always felt curiosity towards this dude. And I remember like one of the first times I've ever, like when I went to Madrid for a birthday a long time ago, I went to the Prado Museum. Prado Museum, it's like the biggest museum in all of Spain. You have to pay, it's not cheap, it's like 30 euros per person. I paid, I got in. All I wanted to see were Picassos. Guess how many Picassos were there? One. The museum is huge. It's huge. It's in Spain. It's in the capital of Spain. Picasso is Spanish. There was only one Picasso, so I was very I was very sad about it. And then we see that here in Paris there is the National Picasso Museum, which as well it's huge. Well, it's not as huge as the Prado Museum, but it's like 4 floors. There's 2 floors that are only Picassos. I've never seen that many Picassos in my life. It was so nice. It was free as well for under 26. That's why it was like, oh, what should we do? We want to do something chill. We went to see I have no idea how many Picassos were there. Probably around 50 Picassos. There were so much Picasso. Like everything. Paintings, sculptures, poems. The dude is Spanish. There was some stuff in Spanish, which, like my first language is Spanish, so it was like, wow. And like we went, it's crazy how they have some free stuff. In Paris, it's usually for less than 26. So for example, you can go to the Louvre Museum for free. You can go to this Picasso Museum. We went to the top of the Triumph Arch. We can go to Versailles, like the castle, for free, but we have to reserve in advance. Like there are so many things you can just do if you're less than 26. And we went there, and I was like, I had like a sort of philosophical moment. I was like, oh my, like I finally get to see like a lot of Picasso. I've never seen that many Picassos at one same point in my life. I'm free. I don't have to do any more certifications, no more theses for a while, no more school, no more classes. Oh, like I got like a freaking just a calm moment, and it was. I think this week is the start of my next week will be the start of my real summer vacations, which I'm happy about. So yeah, we'll see what next week comes. Well, now I need to find another internship, so I need to find a 6-month internship from March to August. But outside of that, I'm chill. If I pass this certification, this will really chill me down. Let's say, it will help me a lot in chillness. But yeah, this was the week I passed this exam. Hopefully, I have it probably next week. I'll have the results. I'll speak about it. But yeah, thank you a lot for watching this. What's been going on? And I filmed the vlog in the Picasso Museum, so probably I'll upload it a couple of days after this. So yeah, see that if you want. But yeah, thank you a lot for watching this, and see you next week with the next What's Been Going On. Bye!